people, welcome back to segment 2 of The Breakdown. This is Virginia Wyckoff for KSU News Now. If this is your first time joining in, I am an aspiring student journalist from Kennesaw State University reporting on the 2018 FIFA World Cup here in Moscow, Russia. I'm here to break down the Spain-Morocco game that happened yesterday that probably blew all of our minds. So without further ado, let's break it down.
One life, live it up, 'cause we got one life. One life, live it up, 'cause we got one life.
Somehow, someway, Spain did it again after firing their head coach 48 hours before its opening game against Portugal. The team was able to rise above its own disorder and end up on top. The game took place at Kaliningrad Stadium with a final score of 2-2, and despite the draw, I think both teams weren't too upset with the outcome. Morocco had already been eliminated at this point and hasn't won a single game since it's been here at the World Cup, but I think they went out with a bang. 2 goals in one game is still pretty good. And Spain just wanted to come out on top of Group B, which they did. They held their ground, got focused when they needed to be, and made up for the score each time. Morocco scored its first goal 14 minutes in thanks to forward Khalid Boutaïb. His ball went straight through goalkeeper David De Gea's legs, and it looked like there was a bit of a miscommunication between Sergio Ramos and Andres Iniesta, because Boutaïb was able to make a counterattack pretty easily and sprinted down the pitch for a perfect finish. I think Ramos and Iniesta were both like, dude, come on, that was your ball, where were you? But, it happens to the best of us.
Oh, given away, and Boutaïb has a clear run here. And he finishes superbly. Spain stunned and in real trouble.
It certainly didn't take long for La Roja, the red one, to make up for falling behind. 5 minutes later, Iniesta taps the ball over to Isco, who strikes the ball from inside the box.
Iniesta dances away, beautifully done, Isco! Order swiftly restored.
Morocco, unwilling to settle, has a lucky substitute for Boutaïb. Youssef Eniseri had an explosive header into the empty corner of the goal in the 81st minute. Faisal Fajar kicked the ball in from the corner, and Eniseri just finishes superbly.
Fajar's corner's a good one! Oh, yes! Bullet header by Eniseri! And it ensures a really nervous end here for Spain.
At this point, Spain is expecting defeat, but all of a sudden blows our minds in the 91st minute. Iago Aspas scores, and the ref disallows the goal for offside, but takes a look at VAR just to double check. And with 6 minutes left in stoppage time, I bet every Spanish fan was biting their fingernails to the bone in this moment. But to their advantage, the ref changes his decision and in fact awards Spain its second goal. And wow, fans just explode. I mean, I was pretty satisfied with the change. I thought that Aspas was just onside, so go Spain for getting their head in the game. And a draw means Spain is now tied for first with Portugal in Group B, both teams with 5 points. A lot of VAR bashing on Twitter after today's game and the Portugal-Iran game as well. We have VAR being used in the World Cup for the first time, and there is a lot of controversy over Piqué's call. I'm honestly very shocked by this outrageous tackle that he wasn't suspended for the rest of the game or the next game. But VAR was used and he wasn't booked. And a lot of users think he definitely should have been. Morocco coach Hervé Renard said in a post-match press conference that he was upset, but it was definitely not the most important part of the game. And if you don't know what VAR is, please check out my first podcast breaking down Denmark versus Australia. I give a really good analysis of it in there. But I think users' frustration comes from the fact that this is the biggest sporting event in history and they are trial running a program. This should have been perfected long before it got to the world stage. I don't know, just let me know what you guys think of VAR in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Also, lots of yellow cards in this game, but only for Morocco. No Spanish bookings, literally 6 cards for Morocco. They are playing a really rough game, and they have no problem bickering with the ref if they do not think a call was made correctly. Probably just getting out all of the upset and frustration because they won't be advancing. But oh well, better luck to you guys in 2022. Fun fact, Spain has not lost a game since they played Italy at Euro in 2016, but not so fun for Morocco to play such tough teams in a group. Some might think that Morocco was robbed of its chance to win, or at least advance to the round of 16. But this is Morocco's first World Cup in 20 years, its 5th World Cup ever. It's probably a bit rusty considering, again, Spain is such a great team. It hasn't lost a final group game since 1982. And overall, I think Coach Renard was pretty excited just for his players to play on a world stage again, and it's a great treat for Morocco. Take a listen.
Dans mémoire, c'était un moment magique. Bonne chance à tous ceux qui vont continuer. Particulièrement, bonne chance aux 2 équipes africaines qui restent encore en course pour la qualification, le Sénégal et le Nigeria. On est de tout cœur avec eux et puis que la compétition.
Spain coach Fernando Hierro is very excited for his team to play Russia on July 1st. It's their first game in the round of 16, and I don't think the players are too fazed because they're very used to being on a world stage, but I think it will be a little bit different playing the host team who has an entire country behind them.
I liked the group. I think it was a very level playing field. All the teams were tough until the last minute. We weren't sure who was going to be first and second, and I have to say that we were lucky to finish first. And I'm going to repeat that our initial goal was to be at the top of the group. We reached that goal.
And, well, Group B games are officially over, and so is this podcast. Thanks for tuning in on The Breakdown. Be sure to check out Alex Keller's podcast, Keller's Corner, taking you inside the game highlights of Russia versus Uruguay, and Jeremy Collins covering Denmark versus France later today. This has been yours truly, Virginia Wyckoff, KSU News Now.